How's it going, everyone? My name is JT the Talking Head. You are the audience, and I have a couple questions for you. Do you like movies? Do you like physical media? Do you like owning what you love to watch? And do you like the community that we have built here on Film Talk? What if I told you that there was a show that had all of that stuff that you just said you loved? A show where we talk about movies, physical media collecting, and is a collaborative effort between multiple film talkers, familiar faces that you know and love and you see every day on this platform. Sounds too good to be true, right? But it's not. May I present for your viewing consideration a brand new podcast called Masters of Matinee. Masters of Matinee is an idea that I have been cooking up for quite a while now, and it all started when I just decided that I wanted to be more involved with community and with my fellow creators in this online space. I love movies. I love physical media and owning what I watch. And I like talking with like-minded people who are on the same course that I am on. The idea behind Masters of Matinee is that it's actually a fairly large collaborative effort, meaning that there are about 5 of us who have gotten together, and every single week there will ideally be a different co-host rotating. I will remain the constant host, and I have 4 other people that are film talkers that you all know and love that are coming on and talking to me about movies and physical media and, in general, the stuff they love. It's a show that is a great way to get to know some of your favorite creators and to also maybe get some informed opinions on some movies that you might not know of. It's a show that is releasing every Tuesday Blues Day. That was strategically chosen. That is our day of the week. It's new release day. You can listen to us in the car ride on your way to Best Buy to pick up your new releases for the week. So folks, without further ado, I give you the first co-host of this week, available right now on YouTube and Spotify, also coming soon to Google Podcasts. The first co-host is Zedzilla Movies. Zed is an awesome creator. I love working with him. I've been really enjoying getting to know Zed. We've had a few conversations before we actually sat down to record his first episode of the podcast, and Zed was a creator that I really looked up to. I still think it's a shame that he doesn't have as many followers as he deserves. So everybody go and follow Zed for sure, because you will not be disappointed in the content that he makes. Zed is amazing, and I also wanted to shout him out doubly because the graphics that you guys see, the VHS tape and all that, the splash screen that you will see if you go to view the podcast episodes, the logo and everything, that was all designed by Zed. The name was a collaborative effort of me and him kicking around ideas left and right. So yeah, his episode, the very first inaugural badass episode, is waiting for you to insert into your aural orifices on youtube.com/Masters of Matinee, and also on Spotify. Just search Masters of Matinee. Google Podcasts coming soon, and stay tuned for more. Again, every Tuesday Blues Day, a new episode, and ideally a new host rotating around in this awesome peanut gallery of collaboration. Really hope you'll come join us. Have a great day.
The rhyme or reason why I started collecting was just the collector's mentality, where you always collect and I'm always collecting. And I think it came down to the day that Robin Williams died. And I'm sitting in my kitchen with my mom, and we're just chit chatting about something or other. And my grandpa walks in and says, Robin Williams passed away. And the amount of shock that just flooded the room was palpable. And we all rushed in and we watched the 6 o'clock news announcing that whole thing. And I remember that night, I said, I want to watch a Robin Williams movie from my childhood, something that just will bring me joy in an otherwise very tragic moment. So I opened up Netflix on my iPad 2 and I watched Mrs. Doubtfire. And I absolutely just I I couldn't imagine that this man was no longer here, and it felt horrible. And there were so many movies growing up, like Flubber, um, that I had watched from him, and Aladdin, but there's other movies that I hadn't watched. And what could those movies be? So you type in Robin Williams in the search engine on Netflix, and I just started watching stuff like Patch Adams and Dead Poets Society. And then I come across this movie called Good Will Hunting, and I watched it, and immediately I had a brand new favorite movie of all time. So I watched this movie, and I watched it again and again, and I thought to myself, I need to have constant access to this, especially like who knows when Netflix not going to have it. So it just so happened that Thanksgiving was rolling around, and Thanksgiving means Black Friday, and I went to bestbuy.com, and I didn't know where else to go, but I knew that Best Buy had movies, and I picked up my first like 5 or 6 titles. And I remember a couple of them: Good Will Hunting, The Dark Knight Rises, Bridesmaids, and X-Men First Class were just a couple of the first movies in my collection, all on DVD. And it was such a exhilarating feeling to crack open that box and pull out these movies. And I had like an old school monitor. It was like a Mac. What's it called now? A MacBook. There's a Mac, a desktop Mac computer that had a little DVD slot on it. And I just watched my 4 or 5 movies over and over and over again, and it was so great.